We are experimenting with some name changes and variations on the channel. So it's all part of that continuing process, trying to optimize and be the best channel we can possibly be.
If I could take you up in boom 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 boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
So we realized that our channel just being Sam and Niko, all one word, all lowercase, is not very good branding.
Sam and Niko.
Sam and Niko is the next alternative, but we held off on that because it's really cool and we want to wait for the right time to drop it. Also expect an icon change in the near future. Alright, you hear this, guys? The first 2 videos, they get 100,000 views in a row. We get Carmichael a new camera.
Oh my god. Canon. For me,
Life could be a dream. Plans will come true.
what's that? Canon 80D. Oh, that looks fancy right there. Oh, I opened it upside down.
Dude, these are the nicest camera bags.
I know.
Just bags?
We got lenses. Full frame 1DX Mark II, and then 11 to 24.
All right, see, look at this is the new lens here. It's a hair. It's a tiny little hair from a tiny animal. Let's test out this new lens. Let's bring it for a ride. Here we go, guys. New lens. All right, how's that look?
Good.
Whoa, that's such a big bulbous lens. Here's the old lens.
That's a full frame 11 mil, while that's a APS-C 11 mil.
That's gonna look crazy at 6K.
Can I see your hand for a second?
Would you like to touch it?
I would like to touch your hand for a
Okay,
second. Corridor, digital, corridor, digital.
That's stupid.
The Sam and Niko channel isn't Sam and Niko, it's Corridor.
Then why don't we just go back to C2?
It's not a second channel.
Corridor 0. Corridor 360.
Do you know why they call the Xbox 360 the Xbox 360? The real reason is because the Xbox original, the Xbox One, came out when the PlayStation 2 came out. So when the next Xbox wanted to come out, they couldn't call it the Xbox 2 because the PlayStation was at PlayStation 3 and it sounded like it was a generation behind. So they also needed a 3 in their title, but they couldn't call it the Xbox 3 because they didn't have the second one.
Well,
so they came up with the next most recognizable number that begins with 3, which is apparently 360. So that's why
it's pretty good.
Totally arbitrary. Favorite alternate channel name?
Or
Yeah.
what if you made up a word? Roderack.
What lens? This is not a gift, this is a loan from Canon to experiment with some new lenses, new camera work for the Sam and Niko channel and the Corridor channel.
Exactly. You'll notice that every single lens says marketing on it. Sorry guys, we are actively marketing right now. Apologies for that. All those corporate lens industry product placement videos you see, this is one of them. Macro 100, let's do this. You wanna see something really, really close up? All right, so this is probably gonna be pretty wonky looking. Oh. Yeah, gross, right?
It's like a kid in Candyland.
We got the 80D, 60 frames per second at 1080, which is great. And then the 1DX, 4K 60 frames per second and 120 frames 1080.
Are you excited, Carmichael?
I'm very excited. And let's switch cameras.
So here at Corridor, we make our living on YouTube. It's important for us to study the algorithms that suggest videos and put your videos in front of new viewers and kind of how the whole system works, because the more we understand that and learn that, the better we can expand our audience. The Sam and Niko channel has gone through a pretty big evolution these past couple of months.
How thick it was.
All the colors of the rainbow.
You're shooting a little bit less, but it's all just a little bit better.
Oh, I am the camera. Oh, shit.
A third of our audience watching Sam and Niko wasn't subscribed to the channel a month ago. We did a big subscription push. We had a couple segments of me speaking directly to camera, asking people to subscribe, and we did some little end cards that just would politely say, consider subscribing. And it worked great. Now we saw something interesting happen. I expected the percentage of unsubscribed viewers to dip. Previously it was 33%, and I expected it to go down to maybe 30, maybe even 25%. But something interesting happened. Instead, the percentage of unsubscribed viewers on the channel but then the percentage actually went up. We went up from 33% unsubscribed to 37% unsubscribed. And that's really strange. With thousands and thousands of new subscribers, we're getting more people who are unsubscribed to the channel. So why is that? And how does the YouTube algorithm play into that? I have a bit of a theory. Now, this is pure speculation. YouTube's algorithm is secret. We don't know how it works, and we can only look at the numbers on our computer screens to figure it out. So take this with a grain of salt. But I think that because the algorithm saw an uptick in engagement and subscribers, it flipped that little switch inside the system that decided to put our content in front of even more viewers, in front of even more people. It would make sense that the algorithm would notice content bringing in viewers and therefore put that content in front of even more viewers and rank it up in search results and suggested videos and all that kind of stuff. So in other words, by increasing our subscriber base, the algorithm then put our content in front of even more viewers, thereby increasing our percentage of unsubscribed viewers. It sounds backwards, but it worked. So when you guys are browsing YouTube and you're looking at different channels, take a moment and look at how they're doing their thumbnails, their titles, their strategies. Everybody has all these different ideas as to what works the best. And if you have any ideas yourself, feel free to share them with us because we're all just trying to figure it out.